What if the part of you that feels silenced is the exact part Jesus wants to set free? What if the thing you've been hiding is where Jesus plans to heal you most? There was a man who couldn't hear, couldn't understand what others said, couldn't join conversations. And when he tried to speak, his words came out broken and unclear. He lived in a world full of sound, but trapped in silence. People looked at him and saw his limitation. Jesus looked at him and saw his potential. Some friends brought him to Jesus, because sometimes your miracle begins with people who refuse to leave you behind. And Jesus does something unexpected. He doesn't perform a public show. He takes the man away from the crowd. Because healing doesn't always happen on a stage. Sometimes it happens in the quiet, where shame can't speak. Then Jesus touches him where it hurts most. His ears, the part that failed to receive. His tongue, the part that struggled to express. Jesus communicates the only way this man could understand, with touch. Then Jesus looks up to heaven and lets out a deep sigh. A sigh that carries compassion, a sigh that says, "I feel your pain." And Jesus speaks one word, Ephphatha. Be open. Immediately, not gradually, the man hears. Immediately, his tongue is free. Immediately, his voice rises for the first time in clarity. The silence breaks. The isolation ends. His world opens up. And everyone who sees the miracle can't hold back their amazement. He has done everything well. Maybe you feel like that man, unable to speak up because fear has its hand on your throat, unable to hear God because disappointment has closed your heart, unable to connect because past wounds taught you to stay silent. But Jesus is calling you away from the noise, so he can touch what's truly broken. And his word for you today is the same. Be opened. Be opened to hope. Be open to healing. Be open to love again. Be open to God's voice. Be open to who you were created to be. If this message touched your heart, follow Holy Path Insights for more life-changing truth from God's Word. Please like and share. Someone you know needs this reminder today. And watch the full teaching on our channel to see how Jesus still opens what has been closed. God bless you.